afternoon and welcome to the Hopkinton Middle School Auditorium. On behalf of the Hopkinton Public Schools Music Department, we are very happy to welcome the Metrowest Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Mr. Max Hobart this afternoon. I want to take a moment and thank publicly the David French Music Company for loaning us the instruments for the petting zoo that happened before the concert this afternoon. And now here is your host for this afternoon, Mr. Jordan.
Thank you so much, Greg. We'll see you soon up here on the stage. Everybody is excited about this concert, no more than me, because I've been an adoptee of this musical family. They actually allowed me to stand on the stage with them. I'm just the narrator. But it's great to see you here. And one thing before we bring out the patriarch of our family, the Grand Maestro himself, you're going to hear a lot of familiar music. Even though it's classical music, it's very familiar. It's music that has lived for centuries, in some cases for decades. And close your eyes, little kids especially, as you hear some of these tunes, some of these magnificent symphonies, and I think you'll be swept away. But right now, I would love to introduce, it's my honor to introduce, as I say, the patriarch of this orchestra and a man who's legendary when it comes to music as a performer, a composer, an arranger, and a conductor. Please welcome Max Hobart. And ladies and gentlemen, to officially kick off this wonderful family concert, Max and the orchestra have decided to do something to salute our country. My country, 'tis of thee. If you feel capable, please rise, if you would, and feel free to sing along. Max? Thank you, audience, for being part of the official opening. Now, as mentioned, we're going to take you on a musical tour around the world. We're going to introduce you to the orchestra more formally in just a little bit. But some of you, many of you, have heard of Aaron Copland, considered the dean of American composition in the 20th century. He wrote all kinds of familiar tunes, including Fanfare for the Common Man. But this is one of our favorites from 1942. It was written for a ballet called Rodeo, and that's how Aaron Copland pronounced it, not rodeo like they do in Beverly Hills. And I want you to listen to this magnificent orchestra doing something called the Hoedown and see if you can picture the cowboys as they're gathering around for fun. The Metrowest Symphony Orchestra. Max Hobart conducting. You know, suddenly I had the urge for a thick, juicy hamburger. Anybody out there? What's the commercial? Meat is what for dinner. Sam Elliott. Okay, that's the only trivia question, I promise. We want to bring back the gentleman who introduced the entire show, and you know, Hopkinton is known for more than just the start of the marathon. It's known for having one of the most vibrant music and arts programs in Massachusetts. One of the reasons is the gentleman you saw earlier, Craig Hay. Please welcome him as he conducts a beautiful piece that may sound familiar to those of you who love cartoons, a beautiful piece from Edward Grieg's Peer Gynt Suite. Craig Hay, ladies and gentlemen. Morning mood. Puts you in the mood. Thank you, Greg. Beautiful job. Yes, and by the way, for a gift of $1 million to the Metrowest Symphony Orchestra, the orchestra will come to your house every Monday morning at 6 a.m. and play that for you in lieu of your alarm clock. But you got to give up $1 million. That's the only way we're going to do this. We welcome Max back to the podium. Next, a tune that will take you to the Grand Canyon. Anyone ever been to the Grand Canyon? It's magnificent. Oh, a lot of folks. Well, we're going to hear something by Frederic Goffey from the Grand Canyon Suite called On the Trail, and it reminds you of the mules that take you along the rim of the canyon. Just listen and you'll know what we're talking about. Once again, I present the Metrowest Symphony Orchestra under the conduction of Max Hobart. On the trail from the Grand Canyon Suite, you can hear those donkeys clippity-cloppity, clippity-cloppity. Well, the orchestra is a family, and you have been so kind to come and support this wonderful group of people and musicians. So now it's time to more formally introduce you to the orchestra, and you're going to learn a little something, and our friends will show off in their various family groups. So we have 4 groups. The first one is the woodwind family. And by the way, all of this is going to tie together by the composer Benjamin Britten presenting a beautiful piece that symbolizes what unity in an orchestra is all about. The woodwinds, who are arranged in pairs. Now, they play instruments, of course. They blow into them to make the tones, mostly made of wood. However, some instruments in the woodwind family are made of silver, the flute being one of them, and the piccolo. So let's meet them, shall we? First, the piccolo. Where are the fireworks? I think there should be fireworks. Next, we say hello to our friend, the flute. Went from July 4th to Christmas. Amazing. Please welcome the oboe. Enchanting. Here's an instrument that most people are familiar with, sometimes called the licorice stick for you jazz fans, the clarinet. Very nice. Now, I don't know if we can have our next friend of the family stand because it's a little cumbersome, but let's welcome the bassoon. There he is. Thank you. Now, Max, would it be okay if we heard all of these wonderful woodwinds playing a little sample together? Oh, what a lovely group sitting at the head table. Next, we want to introduce you to the members of the brass family. And these, of course, are very familiar to you, all wind instruments. First, we go to, say, Bonjour, mes amis, the French horn. I'm going to hire you for my entrance music. The trumpet. Play ball. Now, there's not 76 as there is in The Music Man, but there are certainly some fine trombones. Let's say hello. You always want to be careful if you're sitting in front of that guy. Just have to tell you that. And finally, a man who had a little too much to eat Thanksgiving, the tuba player. Well, not him, but the instrument. All of you brassers, let's put it all together, shall we, Max? Outstanding. Now we want to introduce you to the string family. We'll just mention the number of people we have in this family. The violins, the viola, the cello. Please rise and take a bow, absolutely. And of course the double bass. And we'd love to hear what you sound like when you all get together and groove. Magnificent. Now there's one more group in the family. These are the guys that you always say, turn it down up there. This is the percussion family. First of all, let's hear from the timpani, shall we? George of the Jungle. I didn't see that one coming. And together, the snare drum and the bass drum. 20th Century Fox. Gentlemen, percussionists, put it all together. Your part, please, when you're ready. Outstanding. Now, the Metrowest Symphony is a family of extroverts. So, when we put them all together and we ask them to entertain, it's something we call tutti. Wonderful! If only every family could have that kind of harmony, eh? Fantastic. Classical music, take a bow, please, all of you, members of the family. Classical music lives forever. That's why they call it classical music. And this is one of the world's most famous pieces. It's been heard and played since 1717 rather, when Handel wrote it. You know him as the composer of the Messiah, but also water music, the Metrowest Symphony. So glad you enjoyed that. It was really fun being up here to hear that. No doubt you'll hear some of those themes this coming week with the coronation of the new King of England. Well, movie music is the classical music of our time, and we've taken you on a journey to the Grand Canyon and to the West, and certainly to England. But think about all the majesty and magic of movie music. There's a great composer by the name of Ennio Morricone, wrote, among other things, Cinema Paradiso, one of the great tributes to films. One of his films is called The Mission. And in The Mission, there's a scene where Jeremy Irons, portraying the missionary, is playing a particular instrument to sort of soothe and make peace with the indigenous people of South America. We're going to replicate that with Gabriel's oboe right now, and this has led to many people wanting to take up the oboe, and you'll understand why. That's our wonderful soloist, Catherine. Amazing. And by the way, children, if you take up the oboe, Catherine tells us that if you practice very, very hard, you can turn your hair into any color you want. Catherine went with pink. You can go any pastel. It all depends on how much you practice. Well, if I were to mention Reese's Pieces and Steven Spielberg's Jewish mother who told him, "Steven, call me, phone home," what movie am I thinking about? E.T., of course. So the orchestra is going to thrill you with a ride on a bicycle high into the sky with John Williams' classic score, Flying from E.T. E.T., the Metrowest Symphony Orchestra, under the direction of Max Hobart. Takes you away, doesn't it? It really does. Well, we're going to bring somebody out who's going to not only wow you and thrill you, but make you realize that this kind of talent is in our own communities. And I've had the chance to meet our special guest soloist, and I can tell you that as amazing as she is as a musician, she's just as sweet as a human being. She's absolutely delightful. With a great career, you can read about her in your program, and a great career to come. A senior at Weston High School, and she started playing the violin at age 5. Please give a warm Hopkinton School welcome to Miss Ella Kim. I think that deserves the standing ovation that we're providing. Unbelievable. Absolutely thrilling. And the orchestra, right up to par. Please come out again. Ella Kim. We have something for you, Ella. Now, the audience wants a little more, I think. So we've decided, not me, I just work here, we've decided to provide you with a very interesting encore. And this is a family concert, right? So a little bit of sibling assistance is going to occur. Ella had a brother named Andrew. We want to invite Andrew to join us on the stage. He's performed in the past, and I have not seen or heard this yet, so I'm ready for a great treat. Let's welcome Andrew to the stage as well. Very much.
We're going to be playing a piece called Julie O by Orchestra. We hope you enjoy.
Willa and Andrew Kim, sibling syncopation. And in the audience is mom and dad, or mom anyway. Want to wave? Where are you? Ah, there they are, the Kim family. Boy, are they proud. As we are. Thank you so much. Good luck to you both. Imagine how much fun it is to sit around and just hear them practice. Oh my goodness, fantastic. Well, this has been an amazing afternoon. Personally, I am thrilled that people are here. We want you to spread the word. Concerts are back. It took a while, but concerts like this are back and are not going anywhere. So, to conclude, something that's majestic and very, very popular, it's called Finlandia, and it was written by Sibelius as an ode to the strength of the Finnish people fighting off the Imperial Russians. It has shades of the past that reflect on today's news. So, with our greatest appreciation and with the honor of me introducing it, please welcome once again the Metrowest Symphony Orchestra under the conduction of Max Hobart, Finlandia. for applauding members of the family. One big happy family. Thank you so much. Remember to support Metrowest Symphony. Many more concerts to come.